Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead, and today we're going to make crock pot stew. Here's what we're going to need. You're going to need about 2 cups to 2.5 cups of cubed beef. Now what I did was I cubed it up and then I patted it with a paper towel. Why? Because the oil will not stick to meat that is wet. Then I covered it in olive oil and a tablespoon of steak spices, and I put it in the fridge to marinate. We're going to need 2 cups of potatoes, 1.5 cups of minced onion, and 2 cups of sliced mushrooms. 1/3 cup of minced dehydrated carrots. If you don't have dehydrated carrots, go ahead and use a cup and a half of diced carrots. We have a tablespoon of dehydrated garlic, 1 cup of water, to which we are going to add about 1 ounce of soy sauce. Now this is gluten-free and non-GMO, okay? So this is the only soy sauce I buy. I thought I was recording, folks. I drained off some of the oil into my skillet and heated it up, and then I just dropped the meat in to brown. So basically searing it like we would any other roast. Now you can use whatever seasonings you like, but I like steak spice because it complements the beef. And I always add extra garlic, folks, always. Okay, now that this is seared, we're going to go ahead and put this in the crock pot. You don't drain the oil out of the skillet because we're going to use it to make the gravy. So we're just going to put this on high for now. And here's our oil and our spices. And we're just going to scatter an egg cup or a couple of tablespoons of flour. And we're just going to brown that up in the skillet with all those spices and oils. Now we're going to take half of our water and soy sauce, and we're just going to add that in, and we are just going to make this wonderful gravy from the oil and the seasonings and the meat juice. Let's pour the rest of the water in because that's really thick. Alright, we have our meat. Now let's drop in our potatoes, our onions and garlic, our mushrooms, and our dehydrated carrots. Now don't worry if it doesn't look like I have a lot of juice here, folks. Remember, the vegetables that are not dehydrated, the mushrooms, the onions, the potatoes, they're all going to make juice. So now we're just going to pour this gravy all over top. I'm going to give it a stir. It looks really thick, folks, but trust me, those vegetables, once they start stewing, they're going to give off a lot of juice. So we're going to put a lid on this, and once it comes up to temperature, we're going to turn it down low, and it's going to slow cook for several hours until Papa comes home from hunting, cold and aching for a hot meal. Papa and I just came in from hunting. That's why you're not seeing me, because I have 2 kids. But this smell of this greeted us when we came in the door, and we are starving. Let's dish up some for Papa and me. It's hunter stew. God, you're starving?
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Thank you.
This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, don't look at my hair, I just came in from hunting. Hunter stew. You'll be glad you put it in the crock pot. When you've gone out hunting, you come home, you smell that. Oh my goodness.